Yup.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Marv
Uni Francis.
and this is another edition of Welcome to My Hood Film. Uni's Christmas time, my brother.
Christmas time.
Holiday season.
Yup.
You already know.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you, man. Yeah. Because my fault. Folks, you know I always get in a loving, joyous mood when it's Christmas time, it's holiday season, and we always have some good old hood films to wrap under your Christmas tree to give the gift that keeps on giving.
This shit cold.
This shit cold, ladies and gentlemen.
This is cold.
Couldn't said it no better than Udi just did.
Cold.
And we got another one.
It's a lot of cold.
Yes.
For the hood.
Yeah, folks. We've seen a lot of things here on Welcome to Our Hood Films. We've done westerns, we've done biopics, we've done, female point of view, so many different things, race relations, sexual tension. We've done it almost all. Horror movies, even actual other Christmas movies. But this one, folks, this one might just take the cake because we got ourselves a hood adaptation unlike no other. And as always, we're not just doing this for our health. We're doing this to put the world onto the hood one film at a time. So we have ourselves here a guest who is up for the challenge, and he watched this movie with us. And he's laughing because he enjoyed it, because we watched it at the same time. This is the first time we all saw it. So go ahead and introduce yourself,
thank you. My name's Asif. It's spelled A-S-I-F, like as if, at FISA Comedy. That's F-I-S-A Comedy, yeah. And I live in Brooklyn, but I'm out here in the Bronx fucking...
BK?
Yeah, came to the hood to learn about the hood. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
And I seen one before. You guys remember that movie, Bottle Blocking? The cash money movie?
I've seen that.
I seen one, but I was like 12, 13 years old. I was
funny.
like too young to be watching that shit.
How did you even see that? You saw it come on.
It was like, it was passed around. Yeah, it's like I came across it like that. But that was like, but this was like the second one that I've ever seen, maybe. And I've seen but yeah, this was an interesting one for sure. And like I said, when we were watching it, like low key, it could be brilliant. Slash original kind of was. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And, anyway, my name's Asif, as if FISA Comedy. Happy to be here. Thank you guys. Happy holidays. They needed somebody who could talk in Christmas time, so they found a Muslim person.
We don't give a fuck, bro.
Everybody else got families and stuff, so why not ask me? I'm around, up for the challenge, right?
Whatever, bro. They not getting no presents anyway.
Oh yeah. No, thank you guys. I'm happy to be here.
Appreciate you, Asif. You had just said that the first hood movie you ever saw was Ball of Block. But did you see like the mainstream ones? Like the Friday series or?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a lot of patience to sit down and watch movies. I'm surprised I was able to sit down and watch this whole thing, which again to me tells me like, oh, it has something that other even like classics. I'm like, my ADD is too fucking bad, but somehow I was in for the ride on this one.
Yeah, because it was nonsense. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, good thing we showed you an hour film then. That makes me feel good.
No worries. But as far as like some of the classics, well, here and there, but again, like even Bottle Blocking I saw when I was like 12, 13 years old.
He's not a movie guy, folks.
No, and also, I mean, it's been so long. It's been so long since I've seen this stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
okay.
Here and there.
All good. So the movie we showed you was The Grinch That Stole Bitches.
Yeah.
Folks, Asif is laughing because we are not making this title up. This is legit the title of the film.
What's it called?
The Grinch That Stole Bitches.
You might have to start editing the thing.
Well, I know, right? That's how we say it.
But instead of a beep, it'd be like a jingle bell. It'd be like
when you allow two of those before they're like, no.
It's gotta be like a jingle bell. Like a Christmas thing.
Yeah, you can do that. That's a good idea.
Like a little fucking Christmas caroling.
The Grinch That Stole Women. We'll just say that for now. Just to keep us from being shadow banned. The Grinch That Stole Hoes or something. Yeah, Grinch That Stole Hoes.
I think that's worse.
I know, right?
It's not great either.
It's not great.
But it's a real film. It's a real film.
Real film, yep.
And it takes place in a real place. Which is Atlanta. I grew up in Metro Atlanta. I think the one scene might have been filmed in my office. But other than that, Yeah, it took place in Atlanta, which is kind of where I'm from, and so that's ironic too.
I know. I was like, yo, that's crazy. He's wearing the Georgia stuff.
Yeah, it's Atlanta as hell. What are y'all doing down there?
But I think that's why I was into it. I was like, it feels like, I'm you know, I liked it. I liked it.
Folks, you can catch this movie on Tubi. It's legit an hour and change, like hour 8. I think, or hour
with the ads.
With the ads, probably a little more, but it
feels longer.
It feels longer than it should, and it's not crazy thing, folks. The ads don't make it feel longer. The movie itself makes it feel longer.
They're spaced out very well.
Yeah.
And Tubi is low key fire, dude. There's a lot of good stuff.
There's a lot of heat on Tubi.
Shout out Tubi. Yeah. This the sponsor. That's the main sponsor. You know?
It should be.
No ads on Tubi, but we got a Tubi ad on the podcast. I'll take a cut of that.
I don't think they need our help. I ain't gonna
According to IMDb.
I think the day they need our help is over.
It's over.
Yeah.
According to IMDb, it's hour and 14 minutes and came out almost a year ago from when probably by the time mostly I'll see this on YouTube or listen to it on Spotify or whatever, it'll be like a year. It'll be a full year.
Even with the ads, this podcast is still longer than the movie, you know? Trust me, you can watch us talk about it or you can watch it and it's like the same amount of time.
I don't plan on talking about it for an hour.
We'll get through it as best as we can. And you'll know when we are all tapped out, ladies and gentlemen. So this movie did not come out in theaters. It's only on Tubi from what we know.
You're kidding.
You're kidding, right? No, what a surprise.
I mean, the opening scene was him getting out of prison, so why wouldn't it come out in theaters?
Right.
But despite all of that, one of our favorite things to do, this movie's budget was an estimated $55,000.
Okay.
Which explains why we saw most of the things that we saw, ladies and gentlemen. It was just... do you remember most of what you saw? If you want to summarize it in your own words?
Okay, I mean, it was like the guy gets out of prison who's the Grinch, and then he's back to his shenanigans once he gets back to wherever he gets back to, fucking... And he was not a nice guy character-wise in the movies. He did the Grinch character well.
Mm-hmm.
He did the Grinch character well. I didn't like some of the stuff that he did. But then, there's a but. But then Santa's also upset and, figures out like, hey, it's like a battle of my wife and his wife, but also the Grinch that stole whatever, So whose did he steal? You figure it out. So that's pretty much what happened.
You figure it out.
And then it became like a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
It is very confusing for no reason.
And then there's like cronies involved.
It's cronies.
The supporting cast, honestly, if the people who ever made that film watched this film, the people who were like, I mean, all the acting was not bad, honestly, but I thought the people who did the supporting cast were very good. Yeah. And I thought it was, for $55,000, I was actually surprised. That's actually really well done. I mean, those people probably didn't get paid like a fucking $1, but it's unfortunate because they did a good job with the thing. And there's like this Grinch character. I would say this Grinch character. He goes through like a whole character arc, and by the end of it, I kind of liked him.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's what was poetic about the film. Is
because he's still not claiming his son, so he's still a piece of shit.
Well, yeah. So he's like, you kind of see what he's doing, and then he's kind of an asshole. But then even Santa, the guy who he's feuding against, also turns out to be kind of an asshole.
Nah, there's no heroes there, people. Yeah. Everyone's a piece of shit.
So I didn't
Except
like
for the kid. Who never said anything.
So that's the weird part about it. Is like kind of what's the whole point of that if nobody really goes through a whole like character twist?
Come on, bro. The point was booty. You watching them?
He said we're gonna talk about your favorite part, so I was gonna say, well, it's the ass. But
I did say that. That's fair.
I was saving that
part.
It.
No, I respect it. You can bring it up.
Let's talk about the ass.
Go ahead. Talk about the ass. Go ahead.
No, a lot of well, I guess that's part of his films, right? It's like a lot of beautiful women and like suggestive scenes and content. Yeah. That is one of the few things I remember about the Cash Money film that I watched.
Yeah.
And
oh boy.
And then some violence. So like that was obviously really well done, and it was in Atlanta. And yeah, I mean the women, the strippers, and the girls down there are great, and the attitude and personality is like totally a fit. So that was good. That was probably my favorite part. I think there was like some sort of like investment in the characters, but I think obviously if it was up to me as somebody who does comedy, I think I always think like, oh, well, I would have said this line or written this line or this scene differently to make it funnier or whatever. That's just me. But and even I'll do that to your favorite comedian, so it's nothing against these people, you know. But then, bro,
no, I believe you. It's just this is funny.
But then it's like there was no like. Yeah, I mean, we got the movie ended kind of where it started in a weird way, you know. Whereas like nothing, a lot happened, but nothing really happened, which I guess is the whole point of the thing.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But there were some things that they really were touching on some themes there. Like I think the theme of like fatherhood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how often that comes up in these films, but like
it came up maybe 3 times. So.
Yeah, but then nobody really did anything good with that.
No, of course
like,
not.
So I don't know how I feel about that personally.
It's up to your feel, bro.
But the girls were nice though. The moms were all very good.
They better be.
Yeah.
They better be nice.
I mean, it was his own, obviously his own take on the Grinch. And it did kind of go that way in the beginning, where like he was mean and stuff like that. And I thought it was, like you said, I thought it was gonna be a character arc where he was like, I want to change, and he was trying to change. It's just towards the end, everything started going left a lot.
Yeah.
So I get where you're coming from.
I guess my thing, I love a good movie that like I'll watch it, but then I hate when a movie goes from like, oh, they could just, instead of making a left turn and going down this whole fucking forbidden alley and like fucking the whole movie up, if they would have just made it right and just gone to the faster, the less scenic route and the boring route.
Right.
Like why not do that? Or just have a change of heart. Actually I'm trying to take these kids toys away from them, so I'm gonna steal Santa Claus and whatever the movie was talking about. It's like, let's make the people happy for once. I think that's important. We need more happy endings. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it was bad enough that Santa Claus was the bad guy in this movie.
Right.
Was he? He was a bad guy.
It was weird. We don't know who the bad guy was.
I don't think it was a good first guy. Well, there might be a protagonist.
See, there was like it was anticlimactic. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of things end up being it could have been so good, and then it's very anticlimactic in a way that doesn't even make sense. And not just this film, but a lot of other films. And so, like, I think, maybe if they had $60,000 for the budget, they could have written that last part.
Or they had $1,000. Give that $1,000 to me. I could have did a little bit better. All right, don't do that. That's stupid.
$275 each after taxes. I would have written you a better ending.
Right.
$275 each. I would have let you down. I got you.
I don't think the budget was a problem. You don't need a budget for your script to not be horrendous.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was cool and shot on location, I would assume, which is always good to see and do. And I don't know. I mean, for an hour, like whatever. It's not bad. It's the holidays. What are you gonna?
It's the holidays. What are you gonna do, right?
You want to watch like a Halloween movie? No, it's the holidays. You gotta watch a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the Halloween movies are sometimes worse than this.
Yeah.
I believe it. I did like.
This is pretty bad. You've had worse.
Well, I was about to say. I mean, do you have any other questions about the movie? Because I've been doing background work in like film and TV recently.
Okay.
So like, I'm unemployed. Shout out if anybody's hiring. Let me know. I'm taking all the time to program my shit. Yeah.
Ladies, Christmas spirit.
#, open to work. Yeah.
Open to work. Open to work.
Put a contract. Put a paycheck in my stocking.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus, look what you've done to us.
Yeah.
No, but I've done like background work on film and TV recently. So I actually, speaking of like horror goth film, like I did background work on like this like horror goth film in Brooklyn, which is where I live, and like down the street from my apartment. But it's like this like heavy metal bar, and there was like a lot of fake blood. So there is like this like cult following that some of these like hood films have, and like some of these other films have, to where it's like, people are watching this shit, they're down with it, and it is kind of cool in a way. Like I mean, again, like I've seen movies that have won Oscars, and I've seen movies like this, and like it was just sometimes you're a little bit more like, it sticks with you more, But
this will stick to you like gum.
Yeah.
Like gum that you mean like.
Or like his cronies, like he took the little guy. And, they had good representation in this film. I'll say
that's
that.
Funny. Yeah.
Representation.
Nah.
Well, I mean,
the little guy was probably my favorite. He's the most competent guy there.
It was good. But, like, yeah, these, like, indie films, like, sometimes they have a lot of heart and soul. And then this one had something. It didn't have heart or soul, but it had, flair. Because, like, like, when I say heart, I mean, like, literally, like, he didn't care about the kids, like.
Yeah.
And then the Santa Claus was, like, he took a gun. He took a gun from his, I don't know if we can spoil the movie.
No, you're good.
Yeah, he was about to fucking kill his stepbrother. His illegitimate stepbrother or some shit.
So I guess in this reality, the Grinch and Santa Claus have brothers.
No, they have brothers.
But see, that's what that is.
And they don't do anything with it.
I don't know. Find me another Christmas film that can do that for you.
Because the stupid.
It's like low-key
that's why they gonna do it.
But it's like low key. It's like low key profound in that way. Like, and then in the movie they do play out to be like certain sides of the same coin. And
that's like watching someone take a crap in the street. Like, you find me a person taking craps out in the street. Tell me that innovative. It's not.
I don't think Dr. Seuss was in the lab. Like, yo, what if they have brothers?
Yeah.
Yo,
it don't even matter because they didn't do shit with it, so it don't even matter.
Maybe. I don't know. I kind of like that though. I think it's like profound.
I would have liked it. They did something with it. That's some Joker shit.
Or like at least make up at the end. Be like, oh, you might.
It's like when they try to do the Joker movie where Joker.
Yeah,
that's what I know. Then why talk about it? Just added 30 extra minutes to be a dickhead.
And the Kamala Harris thing, they talked about the election.
Yeah, they did that crap. Yeah,
I think they talked about the election from last year happening.
Yeah.
As if it was going to matter. I think that's to set like the context of like, oh, it is December even though these people are at a
Why would you date your movie like that?
Well, yeah, because the movie came out in December, so either they shot it during the election or up to the day of or after.
That's what I'm saying. So I think like if you watch it in the long run, you would assume that like, oh, the election happened in November. That's why they're talking about, oh, we got to get ready for Christmas and do it right out. And I think to date it from like a, perspective.
Yeah.
But it's funny because right before that girl came up, I'm like, I always think for me as a comedian, because I'm like an unassuming guy, I'm just like a regular ass brown guy,
Yeah, when they gave me $500, I would have told them not to do that scene.
Or I right before she talked about everybody else is getting dick from the Grinch, but I'm not getting no dick from the Grinch.
That was also weird.
Right before she said that, I would have just been the reporter girl if that was fucking, whatever. But then she talked about getting dicked down by the Grinch, and I said, okay, no, that's not me.
That's funny.
That's not me. I'm happy I kept my mouth shut there,
Yeah.
But yeah, that was also so random. This is so random too, but it's fine. I mean, I think it is profoundly brilliant in the way that they are like half brothers. And I think the resolution either could have been better or like they bring out the best and the worst of each other in a weird way. It's weird, man. That's what I'm saying. It's low key brilliant. Low key.
Yeah, you hot as shit. So.
Watch it. Let us know what you think. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
hey, listen, we're all entitled to our opinions here, folks.
It is a very.
No matter how it's fueled by.
It's funny that it is a very mixed bag.
Mm-hmm.
When I looked at the IMDb rating, so he's not wrong. Some people put 10 out of 10. Absolute Cinema.
See?
I bust out.
Come on, man. Those are troll reviews.
I don't know.
What about some of the ones? Yeah.
Well, the ones. This one I'll just put it as this simply was all we need to know. The headline for this review was "The Grinch That Stole Time." I think you could take what you want from that. Stole my time. This thing got the power to steal time, so because he stole my time. That's the best review I ever heard in my life. The Grinch That Stole Time.
I mean, I wasn't expecting much from a movie called this, but I was like, damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I wasn't expecting.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with.
There was so many options. It just that one. The name itself is what drew us in. The name. If it wasn't for that name, ladies and gentlemen, we would have went a different route.
Yeah.
Yo, but it's worth a watch. You can see some nice girls though if you want.
I can see nice girls in less than time. I can see probably the same girls.
Really? But if you're watching on Tubi at your grandparents' house or some shit,
I can just probably pause the screen, screenshot it, Google image search, and their IG will pop up.
And if they allow me to follow them, that's it.
Yeah, allow me to follow as well. I was.
Now you know some of them be,
I wasn't gonna follow. I just I'm just saying it's an option if you want to do that. I'm not gonna do that. Cause I don't have Tubi, I'm not gonna download. It's not that serious.
Well, there's like certain like Bollywood films have like song and dance, right? So like the soundtrack to this was very.
The music was fire.
The music is good. The music is pretty good.
I might have to go back and hear that.
Yeah.
Never mind. I might have to go back.
sometimes you gotta, you know, when you get like a hip film, you just gotta.
Oh yeah,
it is like a certain brand, and I think.
The music is gonna be great.
Yeah, I think for the brand, it's not a bad movie. I don't know, but again, you guys watch a lot more than I do.
What was the name of the brand? 75.
730 Vision.
730 Vision.
Yeah, 730 Vision. What I wanted to find out was the name of the group. I forgot. Damn, I should have stuck on that.
There was a group?
Yeah, remember it was something Mafia.
Oh yeah, ain't that just the guy's name?
But that's what I was. So I was trying.
I think it's just his name.
Yeah, but there was another group that he was like. It said, "Shit, I'm mad at that." It was something Mafia, Money Mafia, Melly Mafia, something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, it was definitely we thought it was a rap group for two.
Moneybag Mafia. That's just his name.
Oh, Moneybag Mafia. There we go. That's just one guy. It's not a group.
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind. Forgot it.
Yeah. This is his only credit.
There was like at least one good line from like the OG Santa Claus, Grandpa Santa. You know, he was talking about I kept my ears to the chimneys, and I heard that you got a problem. The ear to the chimneys was fire.
Yeah,
was fire. And the guy's shirt in Glock We Trust.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, there's some nice little Easter eggs in this film. Really nice little something to work with.
Yeah, like the first 30 minutes.
But to also go off what Uni was saying earlier, he did say a fire line, and then followed it up with a very surprising plot twist that went nowhere.
Yeah.
He started up like, I got my ear to the chimneys, and he's like, oh yeah, what about your bastard son? Hey, me and my I ain't really want your mom to da-da-da. And then
I mean, I can relate to that. Yeah, I can relate.
But they could have ran with that. He came to the house and didn't even bring it up.
Yeah, he didn't bring it up.
He didn't bring it
up. I thought he was going to say.
He didn't even say
that. Himself, he just got drugged out and he took the L anyway. We had a scene, he got hyped up and he still lost in the movie end. So
he came with a gang of people. Yeah. And then they turned the gang of people on him.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like he just stole the plot from that movie, The Ladies Man.
Maybe.
This was literally what happened in that movie. He just like basically slept with other dudes' wives, and then they started a coalition to try to beat him up. And then one dude was just the angriest.
They did do that.
And then he had a gun, just like in the.
At least they used a gun in that one. He gave this man his gun, his Medal of Honor 1 gun, and then he used shit.
Medal of Honor 1. Niggas got the top split shit when you go back to the 20s.
Yeah. This old ass
gun. Shout out to Otis, Moneybag Mafia, McIntosh.
Oh yeah.
And Chrissy Cindy Jones. Damn, that's some real names. Shout out to them. They played a part in this movie. There was some other people too. There was a lot of other people. Shout out to my man, what was it, Lil G or whatever his name was, Lil Man. He was like the greatest sidekick I've seen in a while.
He had his shit together.
He had
his shit together.
He tricked the dude into lighting his blunt, and then he kept pulling his arm down.
Yeah.
So the guy just thought it was his height, and he was like, all right. And then he just caught him in a headlock and punked this dude so bad that dude became a henchman of the henchman. Yeah. I was like, yo, what?
He Pokemon'd his ass.
He Pokemon'd him, son. He henchman. I've never seen a henchman become a henchman for another henchman. Really? I've never seen that in my life. I've watched a lot of fictional TV shows and anime and all that. And
it might have been like those Bugs. Remember that? That's probably how remember that Bugs Bunny villain, the really short guy and a really tall dude, the mafia?
Oh, yeah.
That's probably how they got that done. Yeah. He did them like that. That's probably how Rocket did Groot. Like, come here. You with me now. That's how every time you see a tall person taking like orders from a short person, like you did him wrong in some kind of way.
You did him wrong some type of way.
You know
that's what they are.
There's something that we didn't see. And you can't even blame for like he probably would have got me too.
Really my guard down. He did a good job.
Yeah, he's great.
Well,
he jumped off of dresser drawer to knock out.
Oh yeah, my man WWE that using furniture and jumped off
Superman puncher
and Superman punched him.
They took his wife.
And they took his wife, and she was like, "Wait, my bag," and it was like, "Oh yeah, the bag." That's all. I'm like, are you sure he kidnapped these women, or did they already have these things planned out?
It was a planned out thing.
They were
coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. They just went off of the Grinch narrative of how the Grinch went into people's houses and stole the gifts that Santa dropped off at their house.
It's like they had a title, then they just started working backwards.
Yeah, they started working backwards. It was like, all right, I see what you did there, and then all of a sudden it was like, nope, I don't see it anymore.
There's so many little plots. I was like, why did y'all go crazy?
Yeah.
What is happening? Why is nothing resolved?
I would have loved many years ago for there to be the live action Jim Carrey, the one that people loved, to find out that in the end, the whole time he was beefing with Santa Claus because they was half brothers.
That's what I'm saying. It's good shit, man. It's good shit.
They're gonna hear it. They're gonna ask the man to come back, and I'll do it. Like, God damn it!
They're gonna be like, yo, you want more of that Sonic money, my boy?
Oh boy, don't do that.
You want more of that Sonic buddy?
Please don't do that. Please
It's like
don't
the first draft of the original script, you know.
Right. You thought you supposed to have a father. It doesn't make any sense. It's Santa Claus like an immortal being.
That's true. But lives in Washington, D.C., apparently. Yeah. Like, of course, where else?
He not that far.
Yeah.
Do you see the Atlanta flying wise? It's not that far.
Maybe in this reality there's multiple of them.
Yeah. Hey man, I liked it. I was actually very pleasantly satisfied with this.
I'm glad you liked it.
I'm glad you liked it. You said you like the montages, you like the booty shaking.
Oh, I mean, of course.
You know what I mean?
I do. We could watch that part again before I leave. You know.
I think it was like what, one sex scene? Yeah, they had Shorty cheeks out and everything. She was butt ass naked.
That was the scene. Yeah.
Listen, it was more than one.
Yeah.
He was getting half from the other Grinch woman in the beginning. I'm counting that.
Which, yeah, I mean, yeah, they had the kid in the film. They have a kid in the movie, but don't watch this movie around your kids, I guess, or with them. Probably, I don't know.
Nobody.
Unless you think they're a piece of shit and you want.
I don't think anyone should watch it anyway.
Even the one kid who was in the movie shouldn't have been in the movie.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying.
They could have just used a picture of him and just been like, "Come pick up the kid."
Yeah.
He didn't need to be. He didn't even have no lines, ladies and gentlemen. They said he was 9 months old. This kid was big as shit.
I think that's maybe a joke. Maybe that's the Grinch.
He was not. Yeah, maybe Grinches have a. I don't
celebrate girl, but then he smashed Miss Claus and then she turned into a Grinch.
Yeah, he kissed her. She turned into a Grinch.
Okay. We already smashed her. So what are you talking about? Watch the Grinch now.
But that maybe
did everything to her in the first
maybe he stole her officially. Maybe that's after he took her.
He fucked the few choice, didn't he? So
technically, no one else turned to a Grinch.
Yeah, it was like they could have switched wives. They could have just switched wives and then been like, oh.
I think because she was really. I think she really was fucking with him compared to the other.
Maybe.
Oh, she definitely liked him.
Something like that.
Yeah, definitely liked him.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the baby moms loved her so much. That's why she a Grinch. I think. I'm trying to make the most sense of it.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. Because he had a spirit on his shoulder, and at first it was just a spirit that only he could see. Like, like like back in the days you watch those TV shows and it'll be like the good side and the bad side trying to talk you out of stuff, right?
Yeah, character for no reason.
This dude had a little dude on his shoulder. The dude sold it to him, and at the end of the movie, he came back. And he said, you lucky he shrunk me. My man had a backstory and never explained it neither. What's going on in this movie with these backstories, yo? The backstories is crazy, ladies and gentlemen.
Then the homegirl that was mad and never explained that.
Yeah!
Which one?
Come on. Oh, I mean, there's so many.
There was so many.
The first one she talked to.
No, the one he robbed? You mean the British girl?
No, not her.
Oh.
The very first one Miss Claus talked to.
Oh, yeah.
They never explained why she was mad.
Well, then her friend who pulled up on the party, whatever, this girl.
You never explained why she was
mad. Yeah, they have random beef.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it goes these days. So that part, I can forgive that part. I don't know. I'm happy they get more off track and more diluted from there.
Holy shit.
So it's better.
Shit.
At least, I mean, not that it was super on track to begin with, but at least it was just like, all right.
Maybe they had less booty shaking. They could have more time for like.
No. I think
nigga controlled the media. He had 2 news reporters in the crib, in the pool, half naked.
Santa did.
The right
that's what I'm talking about.
The right amount of booty shaking, actually, if you ask me. I don't know.
Fair enough, bro.
The pool scenes in the early fall, late fall, early winter in Atlanta.
I know, right? Like, what month was it, bro? I know Atlanta is warm.
It's somebody who's from there. It's not that warm down there at that time of year.
No, it's not.
But it was the election, though, so it is still on brand.
Oh, no, I was just saying, like, because it was, nobody really had jackets on, so I was just wondering, at what, maybe they shot it earlier and then released it in December. They filmed that shit in July. There's a lot of some shit.
Of course.
Yeah. Because, I mean, when they kidnapped Mrs. Claus, she had, like, lingerie on. but they kidnapped her from her place to drive.
Oh, so there was a lot of nighttime scenes.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know Atlanta like you do.
No, I mean,
I'm just saying, like, I would assume it wasn't like super cold like it is here in New York. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's cold down there, but definitely not wearing no lingerie like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not in your pool.
Yeah,
in
not
December.
pool
Yeah,
parties
you're
and
not
shit.
pool parties.
Yeah, that's all. It's like, yo.
Yeah, you're not having a pool party. You wild. You gotta go further south now.
Also, yeah, I mean, you know, the men were like kind of like lost without the baby mamas, which I think is like we could work on that a little bit. I don't even want to have kids, but you know, it's just
That to me was funny because at first because then they did what I thought they were gonna do. They got hypocritical. They was just like, I didn't even want her anyway. I don't care. Da da da. And he was like, why? He was like, because I love her. So you're just like, what?
Yeah, it was a lot of time wasted on these guys just shooting dice.
Shooting dice.
Not trying to get their wives.
Not trying to get their wives.
Crashing on TV.
they got their paper up, so they're like, oh, okay, I'll do it. I mean, I don't know. It was weird though. It is weird.
Yeah.
But it's you know it's like sometimes maybe it's a good metaphor. It goes to show you like, oh, it's changing it up. They might change it up a little bit, you know.
If they changed up the plot.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah,
the first story about the Grinch trying to like stop Christmas from happening.
Get rid of those backstories.
Yeah.
Or at least make them more elaborate.
Yeah.
You had gold in your hands 2 times, and you just said, I don't need this. But man, you could have showed us a backstory how he even got shrunk in the first place. And he could have been like, this could happen to you. And maybe at the end, that Grinch could have shrunk or some shit.
I gotta assume these are all his homeboys and these ones all his homeboys.
They never even explained the nervous twitch. Or the fact that they said that sometimes he leaves behind green dust. We never saw that green dust.
No.
They gave all of these perfect.
No.
They gave all of these, not perfect, but just scenarios that were like, it felt like there was somebody that was in their writer's room, if there was one.
No.
Or their writer's cipher, and was like, yo, and he or she might have been the one person that just didn't smoke. And they was all sitting there like, yo, what if it's like a Grinch that steals women, right? And then a person was like, but what if there's like a family dynamic? What if Santa and the Grinch have some type of family history? And they was like, what? I guess we could bring that up. And after they realized that this person was making sense, and there's probably gonna cost too much money to write this shit, they fired that person, but then forgot to erase all of that stuff from the script and just kept talking. That's what I think happened. They were looking like, oh shit, I forgot we said we was half brothers. It's too late now. It's just
they don't do that till the very end of the movie.
Yeah, because that's probably this movie is probably 2 hours of actual sensible stuff.
You think so?
I want to believe it.
I don't believe that.
Because this was just why all these unsolved mysteries?
Because
none of this should make sense. That's the whole point of it, I think.
Because the dude calling himself Moneybag Mafia.
730 MBD.
730 MBD, baby.
730 MBD.
No, why the fuck? I don't know.
I know. I was riffing, but
I hear you, bro. You were trying to.
I was trying to yeah. I was trying to get us gold. Instead, I got these lousy beans. Turn this shit to a pizza.
Nah, man, beans can get. You got a plan out of a bean.
It's what these kids are.
That's better than this. All right, watch that plant slowly grow.
It's what those kids are getting in the movie, which is nothing. They're getting
nothing. The 55 is going to Moneybag Mafia, baby.
Nah, that should be looking cool as fuck. That little
the
plant
Grinch that stole the plot.
The Santa Claus character. What you guys think about him?
He was funny.
Nah, he was funny.
He was good. But in terms of his whole, like, if you can even call it his character arc or his...
You didn't do shit with it.
Yeah.
You lost.
This was like...
His goons carried him out.
But did he do it to himself? Or did he do it to himself? Or was the Grinch actually the one who's the real... Like,
no, the Grinch was a piece of shit. And also the dude should have just said, yo, that's your dad, dumbass.
He was very mad.
Mm.
He was given the burner to take him out. And Uni is right. He could have just went there, surprised him, and said, "We brothers, bro." And then but in the midst of the shock, that's it.
But you can't do that to your own brother though. That's crazy. Man.
Why not?
They already said they was trying to take him out. They didn't care about the
father was like, "Yo, kill this dude."
But see, that's what I was thinking is maybe that's why they didn't. Maybe that's why he told these guys like, "Oh, don't do anything," because he knows that is my brother. And maybe this guy doesn't. Maybe there will be a sequel. But, or what if he were to say, oh, you're my brother, you're my half brother. Then what happens? Then you have a whole second hour of a movie right there.
Yeah, but we didn't get that. That's not what happened.
That's how I say it. I was like, I feel like this movie was intended for 2 hours. You're not wrong.
But I think he knew. Oh, this is my brother.
I feel like they ran out of money. That's what probably happened.
Yeah, you might be right.
I can't do my brother dirty like that. Also, we ain't got the budget for me to do him dirty.
Yeah, listen,
we ain't got the budget for that.
Listen, I'm not gonna do the work for them. That is not what I saw. He didn't fly no gun. He ain't mention no brother. He never paid again.
Because
he carried him like he was a bitch.
And this also happened at nighttime. So the Muslim cop in the movie, the one cop,
we never saw
Muslim
again.
Guy, he was praying at nighttime. That's why he couldn't go in there and break up the.
He was like, the OC took place at night. What are you talking about?
But that was like he had to work, But this was like, it was Friday night. They were at a party. It was Friday night. So he's praying Friday night. He's not.
You also say he wasn't following most of that stuff. Anyway.
Well, hey, I identify with that guy a lot. The Muslim cop in the movie.
I bet you do.
I guarantee I do. But that's so he couldn't be there, so you can't murder him. That's your half brother.
That's the only cop in Atlanta. What's going on?
For better or worse, that's about to become like New York. We got a Muslim cop, Muslim mayor.
Oh my gosh.
That was getting on topic. But that's how it shows you like that there could be a sequel. Oh, Kamala Harris now. Oh, Zoran Mamdani won. Round 2,
Why you talk about Zoran Mamdani during Atlanta?
But everybody's talking about Zoran.
Yeah, it was.
Nah, why are they talking about Kamala Harris in Atlanta? This doesn't make sense.
That was national.
That was a presidential race. It's not one city.
Yeah, but again, this
mind your business, people.
This is just as big. Right? This is just as big a deal outside of New York as it is in New York. I think.
I'll tell you.
No, it did become national news though. Mamdani thing, especially when you met the president, it did become national news.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we might have a sequel on our hands. The Grinch Who Stole My Bitch. I don't know.
You gotta take her back.
It sounds like you about to put up money back.
Well, I just want to be in the movie, so I'm
there
like,
you go. You know what I'm saying?
You should write this guy a script.
Write the guy a script and see what happens. You might need some bread, bro.
Fuck it, yeah.
Well, I got this dumb joke sometimes. They say like, oh, the Mr. Steal Your Girl. This guy's Mr. Steal Your Girl,
Yeah.
And then I'm Mr. Have My Girl Stolen,
Mm-hmm.
by the Grinch. By the Grinch. Little G, Big G, where he's slapping these guys around.
Yeah.
Better not put his hands on me like that.
I mean, he did take them all back for the most part.
Yeah, some people wanted to stay, but he did take them all back.
Who, all the girls?
Yeah. So
That's what I'm saying. It's like, by the end of the movie, you're like, this guy kind of has a point.
No, he definitely did. I'm not gonna.
But
he was just not. He was a bad messenger.
Right.
Wrong messenger.
But ironically enough, I was going to say, but also he wanted to not go back to prison. That's why when he came back out of prison, he said, "No, we're not doing that anymore." So he still got the girls, but he's not going back to jail.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. He came around a little bit, and then his brother, and then Santa proves to be the real bad guy. Because the angel, the guy who came back on his shoulder, came back on the opposite side. At one point.
You're doing too much.
But did he just go?
I'm just saying, it's true. He watched the film. It's true.
Did he just go to jail? Because he said his dad paid his bail.
Well, he just got out of it. He got out of it, so he didn't want to go back.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, because he said you paid the bail. I found out you paid the bail.
Listen, man, they wrote this thing on the fly.
Because I'm like, was he already in jail or was he just arraigned?
That's where the movie started.
Was there a court date that we don't know about? I'm so confused.
It's a good film. I don't know.
Or maybe the Santa was so powerful that he paid for him to get out of jail.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I think. Because that was his.
No, they have money, obviously. But
he lived in the fucking White House. Of course, he's got
the White House.
Bro, that's where the fucking thing was, right?
I mean, that's what
it looked like they were in D.C. area, metro area.
They were showing that. They were just like, hey, look where we're at, based on what you see right there.
That's why the news is talking about 7:30 NBD. Kamala Harris lost for no damn reason, but maybe anyway. I'm just talking some shit.
You're all good. Have you ever heard of the phrase "whose man's is this"?
Yeah, of course.
Boom. So, is there a character? If there was one character or two that you would say, "Whose man's or woman is this"?
What in
this film? Excuse me. That you could say, "Whose man's is this?" Like, what's going on with this character?
Well, the Grinch guy for sure.
Okay.
Arguably the Santa Claus, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, a lot of these guys too. But in the film, it seemed like in the film itself, it was the kid. Which, what the fuck? Why are you doing that to the kid? He's a nice little kid. But no, I mean the main character for sure. But I think if it goes like dating in general, I see a lot of that sometimes where I'm like, oh, this loser ass guy somehow has this girl, and it's like, what? And then what the fuck? Like, how does this happen? So I see that shit all the time. You know, hopefully nobody says that about me, but I'm not necessarily anybody's man. Oh, I shouldn't say that, but hopefully people not saying that shit about me, but I see people doing that shit all the time. So in this movie, I'm like, yeah, the Grinch character, because he's like, I don't want this kid. Man, what kind of dad is this?
Yeah.
The Santa Claus guy is like, a lot of, I mean, and then the girls, in the girls, it's funny, because whose girl is this? Who's the fucking... The Grinch's wife, the baby mama.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
Right.
I don't blame him for not wanting her. But I get that part. So again, it's fucking weird, man. It's fucked up. I'm like torn. I'm like very conflicted in a way. But whose man's is this? Gotta go to the main character. Gotta go to the Grinch himself, I think.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Because what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
this guy's the whole fucking film. And then somehow he is the one who has the power to make everybody happy. He is like the Santa Claus in the end.
So I mean, kids didn't get the presents though.
Well, but he took care of the baby mamas, and I guess that was the thing. Because even now the kids aren't. We don't know what's gonna happen with the kids. Are they gonna get their presents back? They carried Santa Claus. Like that's a plot hole that they didn't follow up on that.
Yeah. What, that they never got their presents back?
Yeah, we never got to Christmas Day, so we don't know how the Christmas went for these people. You know.
I don't think they cared about Christmas.
Yeah, I think that plot. I think they dropped that.
They was just so focused on getting girls.
Yeah. Once the girls angle came in.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it works, right? And we thought the original Mrs. Claus thing was like, I was telling you guys, she's gonna set him up. He's gonna take Mrs. Claus to find the guy, and I was like, oh, this is a setup because the woman is always gonna be, you know, the temptress.
It seemed that.
Yeah, I had
no
hope that was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be just as straightforward as it was.
It seemed that way, but then she was like, nah, I'm really not trying to fuck with him no more. And he was like, okay.
If this was made by a different person, then
yeah. Then it would be a sensible thing that you just said.
Well, if it be like that though, then hey man, whose man's is this?
There you go. That's it. Who you got?
Jesus Christ! I guess what's the guy's name who got gooned out?
Which one?
That way he got tricked by the homie.
Oh, I forgot his name. I don't even know what his name
was. He Santa Claus's homeboy?
He was like first Santa Claus's homeboy, and then
he became the little guy's homeboy.
Yeah, then he became a little guy's homeboy.
He turned so fast.
The crony of the crony. But then he was getting it in afterward. He was at the party hanging out.
Oh yeah, they all got it in. Yeah, they all fine.
So I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But he'll flip again, and Santa Claus comes out on top.
But again. That's how it goes, though, right? That's how you got to be careful out here because people will be switching sides like that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And not just the girl either.
Yeah, young boys, everyone.
Unless you can hold it down for real, like the short guy.
Yeah, don't want. I mean, yeah.
There's some.
Whatever happened to the other one?
Yeah, he was in jail. No,
he escaped.
No, the one that was.
Oh yeah, there was one in jail. Yeah, there was one. There was one that escaped. The one in jail.
He never came home.
Never came home, bro. I thought for one moment he did because they showed a scene where there was like another one, but I was like, nah, that's not.
He escaped. That's why he was able to establish himself.
That was how he stayed home. Yeah.
And him and the other guy are caught, and then we just never saw him again.
And they only let the Grinch out at the beginning of the movie.
He didn't get bailed out with the. That makes sense. Okay, movie.
Yeah,
that's not even a plot hole. The dad didn't bail him out.
He was like, I don't talk about him. I only care about my son.
All right.
Or he was supposed to get out, and then he called his bands and was like, I can't do this, bro. This shit trash. This shit is weak. I don't want to be in this movie no more.
Well, yeah, he definitely wasn't trying to be in the movie.
He just called it back and said, yo, I don't want to do this shit.
That's a real answer. In universe, the father called back, but reality, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be the Black Peter Dinklage. You can do this.
I'll do the one day, and then you do the rest of it.
You do the rest of it.
Yeah. Straight up. That's what it was.
You can do the rest of it. I'll be fine.
But see, you only get that in productions like this,
right?
You know? Like, you're not gonna be watching like The Hangover and like halfway through, like one of these guys is like, oh, he's staying in bed. He's like actually hungover today. He's not coming out.
That's funny. You just never saw him again.
Oh nah, Tom out.
What?
This man wasn't just named Santa. How did we not see this the whole time? I never saw. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, the Santa Claus wasn't just named Santa. His name was Martin Luther Santa.
They said it in the movie.
I didn't hear that at all.
Yeah, I heard. My brain just decided to ignore it.
That's funny.
What's the point of that?
I don't know. That's why I'm not gonna even try to expound on what you tried to do with that one.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
From an Atlanta perspective, I'll say I don't know. As far as like any like Easter eggs or landmarks, I don't think they mention like any specific like places or things. They mention like, oh, he lives over there on the MLK, but there's a lot of MLKs, and there's one over here in this town.
Atlanta sent a cease and desist and was like, please do not involve. We'll let you film here, but do not say any of the sites.
I thought you were being for real. That's how legitimate that sounds. Actually, I can only see the city.
It's like, please do not. Please do not. Do not.
The one stock image of the skyline.
Nope,
that's it.
just
That's
don't.
Oh, does it say filming locations? Can you pull that up? Like where the movie was shot?
I tried my best.
No, okay.
I told you, Atlanta.
I would be curious. Like I said, I think one of those shots was like outside my old office. I mean, probably not, but it's like I'd be curious to know if I've actually been near some of these places where the movie was shot.
All it says is film location, Atlanta, Georgia.
There you go.
That's it.
I mean, a lot of shit's still in Atlanta though.
Yeah, that's cool.
I want to say at the beginning of the movie, there was a British chick that the Grinch runs into right like immediately like coming out of jail. And she's like, oh, could you do me a favor? Could you get that thing? That's my boyfriend's thing over there. I was like, I think she went in to get his shoes or something like that. He's like, yeah, cool. And he's like, fuck out of here. Takes her shit and runs off. And then she's just mad. She sits there. We're thinking it's just like, this is her one part in the movie. Somehow this woman also coincidentally works for the news department.
No, I think that's a different character.
How? She had the same clothes on.
Yeah, no,
she got the same clothes on.
Same accent.
Same accent and everything. It's the same girl.
Listen, I don't think it is. I'm going to tell you why. Why would she be waiting out there? And two, they had no money for other clothes, bro.
But that's why it's the same girl.
All right. Not that cheap.
No, yeah, exactly.
Listen, we got 55,000. We don't got no money for clothes.
Right.
Wear this and shut up.
Yeah.
You can change your clothes when you leave. What do I do with it? Give it back.
Well, that was probably her clothes. She filmed all the scenes in the day. I mean, she ain't have like.
No, but I mean,
she
ain't have but 30 seconds screen time.
She was in town to say what up.
She had one scene, then that you could green screen shot shit from a crib.
You gotta bring a wardrobe change, an outfit change.
No, you only there for like 30 minutes.
No, but if you're gonna do like 2-3 different shots, as somebody who works and been doing background shit, I'm always trying to get more involved in like the script and the production process because I want them to be like, oh, okay, this guy is the fucking.
I hear you.
Yeah, you know. So like, you gotta fucking be like, oh, how can I make it better?
I hear you. I don't.
It's like, yo,
that's what you think. That's not what you
I did that shit for free. They only got $55,000.
That's what you thought.
Free,
you know what Shorty thought? When can I go home?
Yeah, when can I go home? Especially if he's not going to take me down like that.
Hold on, we paid you. I don't even want the money. When can I go home? Her ass, just that's probably why there's a scene at the end, ladies and gentlemen, where she just flat out quits doing the news. She's like, I quit. She like throws her jacket on the ground. I think she improvised that scene. I think she quit. Like she was just like, fuck this shit. Gotta have me here all goddamn day. Like,
that's kind of how I felt at that point.
Yeah, I think she improvised it, just quit. Like,
but why would they made her say the Grinch ain't fuck me either or some shit like that?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I think she said it and like during the time that she said it, she just realized like this don't even make no sense. He robbed me. Why would I want him to fuck me hours later? You know what? I quit.
Hey man, listen, this.
Yeah, but sometimes they want it like that.
This movie,
Mrs.
Claus,
and the others, yeah, you know.
The views and opinions of our guests does not necessarily reflect that. Welcome to our head film.
See, I didn't think that was bad. I thought what was gonna be bad was fucking. She's like, oh, how do you feel about your wives being gone? They're like, yeah, it needs to come home and somebody needs to put food on the table for my kid and cook.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. See, they should have put that before so you could like feel bad for them, not just think these are just terrible women just leaving their family at home.
Yeah.
That would have been like, all right, now I get why you.
See, but I think the thing that makes me an asshole is I would have been like, oh, she's been gone for like, I haven't heard from her in like 2 hours. That's amazing. It's like, yeah.
It was more than 2 hours.
But I think,
but you know, like I was like, oh, my girl's not fucking on my ass.
They weren't leaving. They were coming and beating these dudes up. Some they were beating some of these dudes up.
Again, they could have done a little bit of it better.
I think one of them.
Well, they could have taken her ass to the house. There's your dress.
No.
John made this whole thing.
Looking back, when you really watch it, yes, there was 3 dudes, and one of them was a little person who was incredibly strong.
Mm.
However, when you really look back and think about it, they formed a mob that could have overpowered the 3 of them and just took their women back by force.
They didn't know where they were at.
Yeah, but again, like Uni said, also, yes, now that I'm changing it, it's not the British person. It is the dude that found his wife, was very excited. He wasn't really excited. He just found his wife. Comes up the stairs and just starts wailing on her instead of being like, "Oh, stop!" You know, like, "You're home, you're safe," or whatever. He just sees her come down the stairs and is like, "What, bitch?" and just starts punching her up. So now it don't even seem like he was the victim or the good guy. They all immediately did a heel turn, and then did a face turn by defeating the villain. It was
wild. It was a wild scene because he started hitting her, and everybody in the room like, you doing too much.
Yeah, it was like, yo, you wild.
Everyone was like, nah, you gotta chill. Then they went back to
and then they turned around and was like, nah,
it was a weird scene for no reason.
No reason.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, these guys kind of make you come around on them a little bit. Not that guy, but then the other guys are like, yo, that's not cool, bro. Like, it's like, oh, how bad are these
He was
guys?
still there. When Santa got escorted out, he was still there. He beat up his girl.
He had a good ass whooping though.
But he was still there.
Well, then, that's like the low budget shit.
Just let him
like,
beat up his chick and just let him
They only shot
He got up and kept it moving.
Yeah, listen, what you gonna do? You gonna fight all those people?
And then he carried Santa out too. And then he carried Santa out at the end.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he don't carry Santa out.
I was just like, what?
Got his ass beat and then still fucking canceled the other guy. They even said it. Oh, they're canceling people now. They canceled Santa Claus in this movie. That's the real spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, because he tried to talk like the movie New Jack City. Because there was a point where Santa was like, "Get off me, Lady Madison, nigga!" Like he tried to talk a little Wesley Snipes. And one of the scenes is they say like, "Cancel that bitch." Like that's one of the things they said, like cancel. I thought for a second they was going off of the show Power, because when they said the show Power, they said cancel Christmas, but they were not doing that at all. So that's what I assumed, but I could be wrong. But lastly, if somehow somebody from Hollywood said, you know, we could spin this and we can make this like a movie.
You already said your sequel
in theaters. Oh yeah, you did. So
like that they become brothers and that they or there's a part 2 where they team up. Or, you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's how I do it. I was going to say, though, it's like, you know, you got a little bit of ladies' man, you got a little bit of, like, the power idea, like, you know, the influence of the cultures. But I think, so now how do you make it an original sequel is, oh, that's my half-brother. Oh, shit. And now people are fucked up at the Thanksgiving table. And they're like, oh, whose side are you on this year, Grinch or Santa Claus? You know, like, or it's like, oh, they're in it together now. So now... late stage capitalism, and then maybe this is how we get out of it. The Grinch and Santa Claus unite, and then they save us all from fucking Kamala Harris getting cheated out of the election.
Jesus
which was
Christ.
Like somehow the most important part of the film, because it's the only part of the film that's like actually real.
I mean, no, the locations are real.
Well, in the location, but you know what I'm saying, like in terms of
like, oh, this is not a fantasy world. Yeah. I don't think. But I'm not thinking about who the president was when I'm watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I mean,
with Jim Carrey.
That's what I'm saying.
But no, I mean, I think I would be. I mean, hopefully, we see these people in other productions again. It'd be cool to see like how it become. And you know, some of these things do become their own little universe. So there might be a spinoff of the little guy. And there might be the Angel spinoff. You know.
Yeah.
So there's always a spinoff that, but I think. It was somehow very eye-opening, this movie was. Because even when these people were like, oh, she just got to cook, like these people had like bad views of their baby mamas, but then like, oh no, you can't put your hands on it though, like, you know, so they're like still kind of woke in a way. but then they're still getting canceled for some shit. Very a lot to comprehend.
Lots to comprehend. Lots to unpack.
Good thing it's a couple weeks till Christmas. You know, I don't know if those people get their fucking presents, but hopefully
you're giving this a lot more thought than I was.
Yeah.
Let's take him out of his misery, man. I said we thank you for doing this.
Oh, you didn't say yours?
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. The most we could have did is like a TV show. I was thinking like maybe like do a funny TV show, stretch this hour out.
No, fuck that. I'm not watching that more than one take. I just need one sitting for that.
Nah, you could stretch this out in eight half-an-hour episodes and make it make sense.
See, that's what I'm saying. 8 half-an-hour, dude. That was two half-an-hour episodes.
Never mind.
A little bit too much.
Never mind.
That should work.
I don't think no more.
There's some type of pleasure in like knowing that you can skim through the episode and just laugh at certain shit, and shit like that would go viral. And then when the movie come out, now you're more inclined to want to see it because you're like, yo, this shit was stupid, but I fucks with it. Versus just throwing a bunch of stories at the screen for 1 hour that just didn't get solved. Now for 8 episodes, you're like, okay, now we know why they brothers. Now we know this. Now we know that. If you really wanted to go that route.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's still bad.
You have to go that specific path.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you do it by episodes, then you could.
But if that's the story is the
If you do it by episodes, then you could do like an arc where it's like just if
they do it, I'll come back. If they do that shit, I'll come back.
Asif don't care about it. Asif just want the brother shit.
Yeah, that's what the brother shit.
Well, and more the booty shaking.
The brothers and the little homie on the shoulder that said he got shrunk.
That's what I'm saying.
And no, there's more. I do want to understand why the fuck he keep twitching. Because even if they explained it, they didn't do a good job. Why did
they gotta follow up on that part?
Yeah, because when he kissed the girl, she turned into the Grinch. Then she started doing it. Once she turned into it, she said like that. So I'm like, what was the twitching about?
But there's got to be some sort of symbolism.
How was his eyes always red? It was so.
There really doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be, but if you could just give me a small. That's what I'm saying. If you
we can make it what we want to, but they could also.
Yeah, if you did it in an 8 to 10 episode series. They don't gotta be an hour, just a half an hour. Just give me something, man. Just give me something.
Well, if it wasn't Tubi, they'd probably have $55,000 an episode.
They probably would. I'm just saying.
It would not be bad, actually.
Shit can always happen. Look, one day a dude randomly wrote a show about what would happen if we cared about Johnny Lawrence from the Karate Kid, and it turned into a hit series. So he could do it. He just might get sued by Dr. Seuss in his estate, but he can do it.
And if they do it, I'll be back on here we'll recap it.
They weren't fighting bitches though. That's the difference.
No, they weren't. But I was just saying.
That's the key difference.
He took a shot, and the shot turned into a hit series.
Yeah.
That turned into a not so good movie later down the line. But whatever. It turned into something. So I'm just saying, if Dr. Seuss's estate is cool with it, he could turn it into a TV show. No, they're not. The minute they see it, they're gonna be like, "That stole." Nope, we're good. You're good. Have a nice day, sir.
I don't even understand how this is even allowed.
I think they they were like, you spent $55,000 on this. You know what? We're definitely not gonna sue you. You're okay. Just don't do this again. Right. This is gonna be like slap on the wrist. You lost not a lot of money, but enough that we just feel bad. So just please.
Yeah, I mean, they respect the art. Everybody's got to start.
What money are gonna get out of them?
That's what I'm saying.
There's nothing to get out of them.
We're like, we're gonna actually $55,000. That's what we spent on this. Oh, damn. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Worst they can do is like, you can come in and intern for free. That's what I'll do to you.
Yeah. They're gonna put his shit on BET. Because if white people got the Jim Carrey version, damn, that's sad. White people got the Jim Carrey version that they could look back on for decades and decades and decades, and we got this black dude that stole.
We.
We. On the man. That's key though. That's key.
Even BET know what this shit. Anyway, we want to thank you once again.
Don't even do on demand.
You don't. We want to thank you for doing this podcast, man. I'm not sure if you said it earlier, but you can say it now. You can let people know where they can find you on social media.
Oh, sure, yeah. As if Asif is my actual name. It's FISA Comedy, FISA Comedy. And then I do a show. If Uni knows Freddy's in Brooklyn. I do open mic night there. I'll be there tomorrow. Hopefully, if you see this, I'll be there again after tomorrow too. And I do a weekly late night show there on Thursday nights at midnight. And if you're ever in New York and you're looking for some comedy, yeah, we got it like that. I don't know. Come find us. Find us online. Feast of Comedy, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Welcome to my Hood Film podcast. Thank you.
Yeah.
Happy to be part of the Hood.
Happy to be part of the Hood. Happy
in the Hood, whatever.
Happy we put another Hood film under your belt of movie Hood films you've seen.
Yeah. The way the Grinch was putting them under, I'm trying to get on that.
Oh man, we gotta
got it.
We gotta get you somewhere, bro. Just okay.
As always, folks, you can catch us using our link tree in the description. Follow us on all social media using that. 2026 is looking like some big things. We're going to try to, incorporate more content. Obviously, watch more Hood films, get more guests.
Yeah.
We're going to throw more ideas out to the wall and see what sticks. But in the meantime, as always, just want to thank you all for watching us all 2025. Have a happy new year, happy holidays, so much more. When you see this episode, we'll break and we'll come back in January. Anything you want to say, Lee, my brother?
That's it, man. Stay safe out there.
Stay warm, stay safe.
Getting colder.
Yeah.
Hide your girl, hide your wife.
Hide your girl, hide your wife.
Take care of the kids.
Take care of the kids. And again, thank you to Asif and every other guest we've had on this series in all of 2025. Here's the 2026 people.
Right.
Another edition of Welcome to My Hood Films. Signing off one more time for 2025. It's your boy Marv Lattimore.
And Francis.
As if.
And we are off this, people. Happy holidays.